Good morning, students. Today we will start our new topic, which is refraction through prism. So, students, first of all, you have to understand what is prism. Actually, prism is made up of transparent medium or material, such as glass, and a prism has two refracting surfaces. Suppose this is the first refracting surface and this is the second refracting surface. Light only passes through, enter through that surface and emerges out from that surface. So understand that the prism has only two refracting surfaces. These are the refracting surfaces. Refracting surfaces. वैसे आपने थोड़ा बहुत ही क्लास 10 में भी पढ़ा था प्रिज्म के बारे में, वैसे हमें आज यहाँ पे पढ़ना है और फिर डेरिवेशन करना है इसमें. Then these are two refracting surfaces and the angle between the two refracting surfaces is always known as angle of prism. So ध्यान रखिएगा students. Prism has two refracting surfaces and the angle between these two refracting surfaces is known as angle of prism. In this case, this is the angle of prism and the angle of prism is generally denoted as A, capital A. So now we make a diagram to show how light is refracted through the prism. Suppose we have an equilateral prism. This is our equilateral prism. It means the angle, each angle is of 60 degrees. Now suppose this is the incident ray. And suppose we have refracting surfaces A, B and C. AB is the first refracting surface and AC is the second refracting surface. Now suppose this is the incident ray. As you know that prism is made up of a certain medium or material. Suppose the refractive index of the prism is mu2, or generally we can say it is mu2, which is taken as mu, and the surrounding medium is mu1, which is generally taken as 1. अगर surrounding medium हमारे पास air हुआ, then we take the refractive index of surrounding medium is 1, and in that case the refractive index of the prism is taken as mu. But in other cases, if the surrounding medium is not air, other than air, or we can say it is water, or we can say it is kerosene, then the refractive index of surrounding medium is taken as mu1, and then the refractive index of the material of the prism is taken as mu2. Now, as you can see that, suppose this is rarer medium, mu1 is a rarer medium, and the lens material is denser. Then, as you can see that when light enters from rarer to denser medium, it will bend towards normal. So first of all, this is the point of incidence. So you have to draw the normal at the point of incidence. Suppose this is point M, point of incidence. Now, as you can see that the angle between incident ray and normal is known as angle of incidence. So it is taken as I1. As light traveling from rarer to denser medium, it will bend towards normal, and this angle is taken as angle of refraction, which is R2. Now, as you can see that at this interface, this is another interface which is separating denser medium from the rarer medium. Now, suppose this is an interface, a point of incidence taken as N. Now, in this case, the light is traveling from denser to rarer medium, so the light will bend away from the normal. So, first of all, you have to plot the normal at the point of incidence. Suppose this is normal at the refracting surface AC. So, this is angle normal, this is incident ray. So, this angle is taken as R1, sorry. This angle is R1 and this angle is taken as R2. Now, the light is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium, so we can say that the light is always bent away from the normal. this angle is taken as IT. So student, this is the ray diagram of refraction through a prism. This is incident ray, which makes I1 with the angle of incidence I1, and then reflected angle of reflection taken as R1. Then further at this interface, point N is taken as point of incidence, and here the light is traveling from denser to rarer medium. Therefore, light will bend away from the normal. Now, this is the angle incident ray. If PM is the incident ray, MN is the refracted ray, and finally NQ is the emergent ray. The ray which is emerges out from the prism is called emergent ray. So simply, now students, this is the ray diagram, and suppose this point is taken as O. Now suppose students, we have to find the angle of deviation. What is angle of deviation? So students, angle of deviation means the angle between incident ray and emergent ray. So PM is the incident ray and NQ is the emergent ray. So we have to find the angle between incident ray and emergent ray. This angle is called angle of deviation. So first of all, for finding this angle of deviation, we have to produce incident ray in forward direction. This is our incident ray. This line should be in dotted form, and this is our emergent ray. So you have to produce it in backward direction. So this is incident ray and this is emergent ray. They meet at this point, and this point is taken as PQR. So this point is taken as R. So this angle, the angle between incident ray and emergent ray, is taken as angle of deviation, and angle of deviation is denoted by a symbol delta. Angle of deviation. What is angle of deviation? This is the angle between the incident ray and the emergent ray. So first of all, we have to find angle of deviation. So this figure is clear to all of you. This point M is point of incidence. Similarly, the point N is also the point of incidence. Now we have to find angle of deviation in terms of I1, R1, R2, I2, and angle of prism. So for this, we have taken triangle. In triangle RMN, just like students, this triangle RMN, this angle of deviation delta or del is the exterior angle. This is the exterior angle, and using the property of triangle, the exterior angle is equal to the sum of interior opposite angles of the triangle. So we can say this angle and this angle is the interior opposite angle of this triangle RMN. So we can say angle del is equal to angle RMN plus angle RNN. This angle plus this angle. Now del is equal to. Now students, you have to say as you can see that this is normal and this is incident. So these angles, मैं फिर से यहाँ पे फिगर बना रहा हूँ स्टूडेंट्स, देखिए यहाँ पे, this is our normal and this is our incident ray, and here I produces it in forward direction. So these angles are vertically opposite angles. Similarly, this angle is I1 and this one is angle R1. So this, what is this angle? This angle should be equal to the I1 minus R1. हम कह सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स ये वाला एंगल इसके इक्वल होगा because these are vertically opposite angles. So from this theory we can say that this angle, or we can say angle RMN is equal to I1 minus R1. Similarly we can write it here I1 minus R1. And similarly here you can see that this is normal and this is our emergent ray. So these angles are the vertically opposite angles from the same theory. So we can say this angle should be equal to I2 minus R2. And what is this angle? This angle is angle RNN. It becomes I2 minus R2. Or we can say del is equal to I1 plus I2 minus R1 plus R2. This is our angle of deviation in terms of I1, I2, R1 and R2. Now we can also replace R1 plus R2 with the angle of prism easily. इसको हम रिप्लेस कर लेंगे easily students. इसको रिप्लेस कैसे करेंगे हम? देखिए students, in triangle AMN, in triangle AMN, as we know that the sum of three angles of the triangle should be equal to 180 degree. So we can say the angle A, which is angle of prism, this angle plus this angle plus this angle should be equal to 180 degree. So we can say angle A plus this angle becomes angle AMN plus this angle becomes angle ANN, and sum of these three angles should be equal to 180 degree. This is the property of triangle. Now what is this angle AMN? अगर थोड़ा ध्यान से देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, आप ये एंगल कितना होगा देखिए स्टूडेंट्स. What is this? This is normal to that surface. So we can say this whole angle is a right angle. This is our 90 degree angle, and here we have to find this angle, and this one is R1. So we can say angle AMN becomes 90 minus R1, and similarly this is also normal. This also is normal. So we can say this angle is 90 degree. From here this angle is R2. So we can say the remaining angle becomes 90 minus R2. So plus 90 minus R2, and this equals to 180 degree. Now 90 plus 90 is 180. 180 is equal 180. Cancel out. We can say A minus R1 minus R2 is equal to 0. Or we can say A is equal to R1 plus R2. So, or simply we can say R1 plus R2 is equal to angle A. So here we can replace R1 plus R2 with angle of prism. So the formula of angle of deviation further reduces to del is equal to I1 plus I2 minus A. This is our angle of deviation in terms of angle of incidence plus angle of emergence and angle of prism. What is I2? This is angle of emergence. Okay, students? So this is all about the refraction through a prism. Now, students, you have to make proper notes of this topic, and further in this topic we will cover in which case this angle of deviation is minimum. जी आपने क्लास 10th में भी मैंने आपको थोड़ा सा इसके बारे में इंट्रोडक्शन दिया था, बट इस केस में अब हमें प्रूव करना है व्हाट इज एंगल ऑफ मिनिमम डेविएशन. फाइंड करना है उसके लिए फॉर्मूला कि एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन अगर मिनिमम होगा तो उसके लिए व्हाट आर द कंडीशंस. तो सॉल्व करने के लिए अभी हमने फॉर्मूला ड्राइव किया स्टूडेंट्स एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन का, which is equals to I1 plus I2 minus A. This is our formula. We have just derived. Now we have to find the angle of minimum deviation. So students, for that, for del equal to minimum, we can say that I1 plus I2 should be minimum. I1 plus I2 should be minimum. ये मिनिमम होना चाहिए. जितना मिनिमम होगा, या ऐसे कर सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को, अभी रुकिए, इस फॉर्मूले को हम एक प्रॉपर फॉर्म में लिखते हैं पहले, उसके बाद उसको मिनिमाइज करेंगे. I1 प्लस I2 को हम लिख सकते हैं स्टूडेंट्स I1 रूट I1 स्क्वायर प्लस रूट I2 स्क्वायर। देखिए स्टूडेंट कर सकते हैं इसको इजीली। नाउ माइनस 2 रूट I1 I2 एंड प्लस 2 रूट I1 I2। याद रखिएगा स्टूडेंट्स, देखिए रूट I1 का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो आपको I1 मिलेगा, सिमिलरली रूट I2 का स्क्वायर करेंगे तो I2 मिलेगा। उसके बाद मैंने क्या किया स्टूडेंट्स, माइनस 2 रूट I1 I2 को सब्ट्रैक्ट भी किया और ऐड भी किया, तो आंसर 0 मिलेगा इससे सॉल्व करके। और देन इट्स माइनस, इसको हमने एज इट इज लिख दिया। नाउ इसको हमने एक साथ बना दिया फॉर्मूला। दिस इज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ a minus b होल स्क्वायर। तो शायद आपको स्टूडेंट फॉर्मूला याद होना चाहिए। दिस इज a स्क्वायर प्लस b स्क्वायर माइनस 2ab। वी कैन से वी कैन राइट इट रूट I1 स्क्वायर, सॉरी रूट I1 माइनस रूट I2 होल स्क्वायर एंड प्लस 2 रूट I1 I2 minus a. Now for del to be minimum, for del to be angle of minimum deviation, for that root I1 minus root I2 whole square should be minimum, should be minimum। ये मिनिमम होना चाहिए स्टूडेंट्स। अगर ये स्क्वायर वाली टर्म मिनिमम हो जाएगी तभी हम ये कह सकते हैं कि जो एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन होगा ये मिनिमम होगा। इन दिस केस अब देखिए स्टूडेंट्स, यहाँ पे हमारे पास दो टर्म्स हैं, उनको हम आपस में सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, उनका स्क्वायर कर रहे हैं। तो आपको पता है बेटा इसका आंसर हमेशा पॉजिटिव ही आएगा, नेगेटिव से कभी आ नहीं सकता। क्लियर? क्योंकि ये टर्म्स अंदर से अगर नेगेटिव ही होती हैं तो स्क्वायर होकर पॉजिटिव हो जाना है, तो इनका आंसर नेगेटिव से कभी नहीं आ सकता। तो इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर हमें इसकी मिनिमम वैल्यू चाहिए तो इसकी मिनिमम वैल्यू कितनी हो सकती है? 0 हो सकती है। ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, ये 0 ही होगा क्योंकि ये नेगेटिव कभी नहीं हो सकता। अगर ये 0 होगा तो 0 होने के इसलिए सिंपल कंडीशन रूट I1 माइनस रूट I2 शुड बी इक्वल टू 0 और सिंपली वी कैन से रूट I1 माइनस सॉरी इज इक्वल टू रूट I2 और implies that I1 should be equal to I2. So this is the condition for minimum deviation. If the angle of incidence, which is I1 here, and this is angle I2, if these angles becomes equal, then we can say that in this case the angle of deviation should becomes minimum. Now I1 is equal to I2. Now we have to find R1 and R2. तो स्टूडेंट्स अगर I1 I2 आपस में इक्वल हो जाते हैं तो बहुत इजीली बात है स्टूडेंट्स, दिस एंगल्स R1 एंड R2 दोनों ये भी आपस में इक्वली होंगे। तो जहां से हमें कह सकते हैं implies that R1 should be is equal to R2 और we can say I1 is equal to I2 और simply we can क्योंकि दोनों एंगल अगर इक्वल है तो मैं I लिख सकता हूँ एंड सिमिलरली जब I1 I2 आपस में इक्वल होंगे तो R1 R2 भी आपस में इक्वली हो जाएंगे और we can write it R. Now what is angle of minimum deviation? Del minimum becomes, अभी जो हमने फॉर्मूला पढ़ा स्टूडेंट्स एंगल ऑफ डेविएशन का वो था I1 प्लस I2 माइनस A। ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स, और A को हमने जो फॉर्मूला भी डिराइव किया था A इज इक्वल टू आया था बस R1 प्लस R2। तो अब तुम्हें थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे एंगल ऑफ मिनिमम डेविएशन के लिए। तो एंगल ऑफ मिनिमम डेविएशन becomes del min is equal to, here I1 and I2 are equal, so we can say I plus I minus A, or we can simply 2I minus A del minimum. This is the angle of minimum deviation. Or here we can say also like that angle of prism should be equal to R plus R, because for angle of minimum deviation, if I1 is equal to I2, then we can say R1 is equal to R2, which is equal to which is taken as R. Therefore, we can say A is equal to 2R, or simply R is equal to A by 2. These all are your formulas, or we can say I is equal to, from this formula, I is equal to del minimum plus a by 2. This is our angle of incidence or emergence in terms of minimum deviation and angle of prism. Now also students, we have to drive prism formula. Now next topic is about prism formula. Prism formula. तो स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ फिगर में एक बार फिर से बना देता हूँ. This is our angle I1. This is R1, R2, and this is I2. ये हमने सारे पॉइंट्स पहले मेंशन किए हुए थे स्टूडेंट्स. This is point M. Now we have to drive prism formula. For driving prism formula, you have to apply Snell's law at point M. The refractive index of surrounding medium is taken as mu1, and thus refractive index of the material of the prism is taken as mu2. Now, applying Snell's law. At point N. Point N का लगाएंगे Snell's law. Snell's law लगाना आपको स्टूडेंट्स आता ही होगा. mu1 sin I1 is equal to mu2 sin R1. ठीक है स्टूडेंट्स. Now we can say that since this is the angle of minimum deviation, हमने प्रूव कर चुके हैं कि this is the angle of minimum deviation, so I1 can replace with I and R is replaced by R. तो फिलहाल स्टूडेंट्स हम यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला बना लेते हैं. तो it becomes mu2 upon mu1 is equal to sin I1 upon sin R1. Now, since we have I1 is equal to I2, or we can say it becomes I, so we can say this is the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1 sin I upon sin R. Now, what is the value of I? This is the value of I and this is the value of R. तो आप इन वैल्यूज इन दोनों फॉर्मूले से वैल्यू को यहाँ पुट कर सकते हैं. तो refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1 becomes sin I, which is del minimum plus a upon 2 upon sin a by 2. So student, this is our prism formula. So this is our topic. Here we discuss refraction through prism. तो इसके बेस्ड आप उसको पहले अपनी कॉपीज में उतार लीजिएगा, और कहीं भी कोई प्रॉब्लम्स है होती हैं आपको तो आप डाउट पूछ लीजिए. बाकी कल इसके बेस्ड हम कुछ न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करेंगे. थैंक यू.